tap. Green Bay hosts Washington, two playoff teams a season ago that expect to get back in
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. We get our first look now at Aaron Rodgers in his 17th season now with the Green Bay Packers. And, of course, coming off a great 2020 where he took home the MVP trophy.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going at the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And to the right side here, it's Allen. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that...
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense ready to take over, and you see Taylor Heineke at the helm in his 2nd season with the football team.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down. A handoff for Gibson. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A run here for J.D. McKissic. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A carry now for McKissic. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And here's a give to Gibson. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On 3rd down, Heinicke slings this deep from McLaurin, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. The 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you've got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all. And if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff. And it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Now Heinicke.
And this is going to be incomplete.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That's taken on the 25. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Able to slither by.
And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. 20! And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing is Rodgers. Going back to Allen, he's got him again. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. The give to Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Jones is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
From back at the 3 now, this is 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. And he is out of bounds here. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
The kick by Crosby is good.
So 3 points on the board. As easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Another drive coming up for this Washington offense.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
From the shotgun, it's Heineke. Pressure gets there on Heineke, and down he goes.
Rashawn Gary in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
Another try after the 1st down sack.
Heineke.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Well, this defense for the Packers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop.
Heineke now.
And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On 1st and 10, Heineke. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. The loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Washington on 3rd down.
Just 1 for 3 thus far.
This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw. Heineke.
And that is incomplete. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. .36 yards on the punt with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, to me, there is no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
The Packers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Rodgers now to throw.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
Throwing. Heineke. Open man is Antonio Gandy Golden.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. Not only does he not have a catch, I don't think he's been targeted in this game, but they're winning.
And if you ask a receiver of his magnitude, he'll tell you that it's because everyone is focused on him anyway. Okay, you've taken it away. No catches, no targets, but we're still winning. I've opened things up for the rest of my team. I know how receivers think.
They've been using him as a decoy, and effectively so. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Here's Rodgers. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're dynamic.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Chase Young.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
This young man, Chase Young, has it all. Speed, power, and a full arsenal of moves to get to the quarterback. The Defensive Rookie of the Year in 2020, he had 7.5 sacks that season. They expect plenty more in the future.
Second and 11 at the 41.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. on play action. It's Rodgers. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A nice gain of 21 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a play fake. Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense.
You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the 2nd quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
To throw is Heineke. He'll find Gandy Golden there, complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Washington on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Heineke.
He'll get this one to Galladay. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. 2nd quarter, a guy like him, no catches, so that's the surprising part. But they're winning, so maybe they've been able to do some other things effectively, I guess.
And they found other ways, haven't they? Because the receivers will tell you, offense needs to run through us, but they're managing to get it done in this ball game without having to actually do that. I wouldn't expect him to stay silent for the rest of the game.
Yeah, you got to think that his first catch is coming at some point. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Rodgers now on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
On first down, Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Rodgers going to throw. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They try to set up the screen. Oh, nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's 2nd down.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
On play action, Heineke. Pressure gets there on Heineke, and down he goes.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap. to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tonyan,
his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6.
If you didn't know it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15.
Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And they'll have a decent amount of time, 55 seconds to work with to try to at least get down into field goal range. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now Heineke.
And that's complete to Gandy Golden. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Heineke. A throw to the flat here from McKissick.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First down, Heineke. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. And they'll throw again, Heineke. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
This time they stay on the ground. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. Aaron Rodgers, we focus on him for our player spotlight. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love? 4 verts. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep and for him to show off that big arm.
We see some of that big arm right here. He has been great. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Going back to Allen, he's got him again. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. On second down, it's Gibson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll run here with Gibson. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
8 yards to go on second down.
Here's McKissick. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
A couple of first downs, has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
And they'll try to throw now. Heineke.
Out to the right to Humphries.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Heineke.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Play action now. Here's Heineke.
They'll roll him out right. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Heineke.
That's caught by Galladay. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. On 2nd and 10.
Heineke.
And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Heineke again. Got an open man. Finds Gibson.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Lamar Miller, his first touchdown on the year.
And Washington has made this a one-score game. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. So that drive spans 13 plays. And Lamar Miller caps it off with a touchdown run.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
So here are the Packers now to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Allen has it, left side. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing is Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Ron Rivera scowling down on the sideline, and he's thrown out the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. If they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Throwing again on second down.
Heineke.
He gets it to Humphries. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. They'll run on first down. Gibson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
And the tackle there by Chris Barnes. He'll find Gandy Golden there, complete.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Heineke.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's brought down. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. On first down, it's Gibson. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
Rolling to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Heineke.
And this is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Now Heineke.
And it's caught.
Touchdown Washington. Antonio Gandy Golden.
His first touchdown on the year.
And Washington has tied the ball game with the extra point still to come. So a strong showing so far in this 3rd quarter, and now they're poised to move in front.
Yeah, for whatever reason, they were very slow to get into the flow of the game, and while puzzling, it does happen from time to time, but they're certainly in the flow now. Zero doubt about that.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4. Now here's a screen play left side. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. Rodgers going to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Heineke now.
It's caught. Humphries. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On third down, here's Gibson.
And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Packers on third down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Rodgers now to throw. He's got his man, Valdes-Scantling. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
It felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. First down, Heineke. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Antonio Gibson, the intended target.
And now it's second down. Now Heineke. Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
To throw is Heineke. And he finds McLaurin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Heineke on first down. Pressure gets there on Heineke, and down he goes. Dean Lowry credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
You know, in these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Second and 16.
Another try after the first down sack.
Heineke.
Looking left sideline, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Heineke to throw it.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Za'Darius Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Elsewhere, they're on to the fourth quarter at MetLife Stadium. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up first and 10 at their own 27.
And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. The Packers on third down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing right, and that's complete. And a loose football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines and all.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough? So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. From just shy of midfield, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The Packers on third down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a first down. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 37 yards.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon.
And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down.
Heineke. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They'll run with McKissick. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And they take a knee. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just the week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Green Bay, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Washington, they